can't win anything with kids. I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
Wenger's found his place at last.
Please don't call me arrogant. I think I'm a special one.
Respectful tribute for the man they all call the boss. Leicester City.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of 12 Man. I'm your host Praddy, and this is
No. How?
Sleepy. Okay, let's start again.
Yeah. So go on.
Yeah. Alright. Anyway, I'm your host Praddy, and this is Prakash speaking.
No.
The week was so bad that I forgot who I was.
Exactly. For once, he wanted to be a Liverpool supporter. I can't blame him.
Well, no.
Yeah. Anyway.
I would like to say that from now on I will not be speaking about anything United related until
They get their act together.
Yeah.
Or something.
until like Scott McTominay stops playing centre back.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay, let's start with the first game. Speaking of not talking about United, West Ham versus United.
Yeah.
What did you think?
What did I think? Well, it was certainly okay. So United, we've talked about how United have done well away from home and have been useless at home. Well, I thought the same pattern would continue. West Ham were on the up and up with having won at Everton and then having drawn against a very good Chelsea side. So it was still surprising to see when they went 1-0 up. Mourinho said obviously that the goal was offside, and yes, Zabaleta was offside in that passage of play when he crossed it in for Anderson. But again, that's clutching at straws there. West Ham were on top of the game against United, and most of the blame has to go for the way that United was set up by Mourinho. I mean, we've seen this. He tried to play three at the back against Spurs with Herrera at the back, and we saw how bad that ended up. So against a United side going three at the back and not having a proper centre back in one of those three.
Yeah. I would say that three at the back was kind of tactically sound because you're playing against kind of a front two for West Ham. So he wanted the numerical advantage at the back. But the problem there was, I don't know if he was trying to make a point or was just his ego choosing to play Scott McTominay there instead of Bailly, who I would have last year, even this year, I would have said it was one of our best defenders.
He is probably your best defender. I don't think it's either Smalling nor Lindelof. Jones perhaps on his best of days.
Maybe?
Yeah,
exactly.
but apart from that, Bailly is more consistent than the lot. And
that's the problem though. See, Bailly is really good when he can be. But the thing is, he has these moments where he just doesn't give a fuck. Like that just happens with Bailly.
No, but I mean that happens with defenders in general. But like out of the four, you'd rather have Bailly in your defense than have like someone like Smalling or like you said, one of the Chuckle brothers or Lindelof.
Yeah, not the fucking Chuckle brothers.
Right. So it was a little. I mean, it was perplexing to see McTominay there and to see them going a little too defensive against what I would describe a very average West Ham team. Not even, despite them investing a lot, they haven't really clicked yet. Apart from that one game against Everton, so it was surprising. And once it went 1-0 up, I thought there was still time for United to pull it, but they showed no resolve whatsoever. They went even 2-0 down after a deflection. and it was just
saw it like some inkling of like a fight. And
yeah. That's after what Pogba went off and Rashford came on, and I mean Rashford with that goal, so that kind of uplifted United slightly to say that okay, we can still probably draw this game from here. I don't think there was any way that they could have won it from there, but at least draw the game, take a point away.
I've seen him come back. I've seen him win. See the one thing I would say with LVG with Manhal, if he went a goal down, I was like, I'll just switch off the team. There's no hope. It just never happened. But with Mourinho, we've seen the comebacks. You know, he throws a sink at it. He throws like 5 attackers, 7 attackers on the field. Takes a
Yeah.
left back out with Jesse Lingard there. But it's like the thing is, it feels like the players are just all fed up. Something's there's just so much toxicity and negativity in that team that you know it's just not happening.
Yeah.
It's not.
I mean, as soon as United scored their first goal, like West Ham totally carved open United's defense. That one defense splitting pass just let Arnautovic through on goal.
Yeah, I mean that pass. It's like anybody can make that pass, but it's how bad the defending was, how bad the.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a three centre back defense. And this ball went right to the middle, like it divided the penalty spot in two.
Yeah,
That's just
like
absolute poor defense.
if you're gonna try and mark Arnautovic, or you're trying to play a 3 at the back, you've got to be a little more narrow. These guys were one end of the pitch, one defender one end of the pitch, the other one on the other end. We just left Arnautovic with plenty of room to go in and slot past De Gea. And nothing. I can't blame De Gea for that. It's not like he could do.
That is not something that I would expect.
So 3-1 it ended. And
well, I don't think there's no point about talking about this. I think,
it's just. I mean, everyone's just again talking about how Mourinho or Pogba should go, and it's chaos right now at United.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
all right.
So that can be a topic of another day.
Yeah.
For now, we have the next game: Arsenal versus Watford.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, this is again. I mean, Watford, especially Troy Deeney, had such a bad reception at Arsenal.
The cojones coming.
Yeah, the cojones coming, still stuck in the minds of all the Arsenal fans, and they were, but credit to Watford, they actually took the game to Arsenal. At least it was similar to the Everton game. If you see that, for large parts of the game, the visiting side dominated. Like last week, it was Everton that dominated until the 60th, 70th minute. Should have had a goal. Same with Watford, they dominated. Isaac Success came on off the bench, should have had 2 goals straight away, one hitting the bar. Like we said, Arsenal at the back, that's where you can take your chances. But you have to be you should have a good forward lineup, or you should be on your game to take those chances. And unfortunately, neither Everton nor Watford took them, and Arsenal punished them with the likes of Lacazette and Aubameyang. This time it was Lacazette and Ozil that scored, and again it was like 2 goals.
It was Ozil that scored both.
No, I think the first one was Lacazette, or it was like an own goal.
Lacazette only gave an assist.
Really?
Lacazette and Iwobi as an assist.
Oh no, it was actually Ozil and Pat Hart, so it was an own goal. But yeah, so right, so it was again
That is true. What am I saying? Anyway.
Yeah, so again that was a goal, 2 goals in 3 minutes. I mean, that's the same thing as Everton. So you could see that they can punish him. Then after that, everyone at Arsenal, all the Arsenal fans were singing, "Look at the score, Troy Deeney, look at the score," or like, "What's the score?" Something like that. So, right. So I mean, Watford would feel a little hard pressed given that they dominated most of the match. But like I said, against the big teams, if you don't take your chances, you are going to end up paying for it sooner or later.
That's true.
Yep.
Being a big team, I think next year Huddersfield versus Spurs.
Yeah. Spurs. Then they're a big team on the down and out, man. They're gonna be relegated. I don't think they have any goal scorer. They haven't won any of the matches. The only thing going for them is their stadium and their fan support.
Yeah, I think the last year it was that we made it to the Premier League. Let's show them what we can do. You know, they were I feel like they might have been overperforming last year because of that whole rush of being in the Premier League.
Yeah, plus again they were relative unknown to most of the side.
What that is true.
Yeah,
Right.
so
Even in the championship, they were a success story. How
Yeah.
they made it that well. And I feel
so
like it was just the way that the team played. Like all of them were fighting for each other and running around. So that intensity can die down
Yeah.
over time.
So we were talking about how Kane was going through a rough patch, but here he comes in and scores 2 goals. Does well for your fantasy team, my fantasy team as well.
It's my cap.
That was mine.
I should
but-
take out Salah. Anyway.
Oh yeah. So comfortable win for Tottenham, 2-0 away from home. Again, puts them in the running for the top 4. I don't think. I mean, at least for the 4th spot. I think the top 3 is interesting. I think it'll be just between 3 teams, but the top 4 certainly open.
It's between two. I still don't think it's Chelsea's gonna. I think Chelsea's gonna die off in the long run.
No, I'm talking about the top 3 will be 3 teams. I'm guessing. So like, one or two. Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, I'm
Yeah.
the
Title. Yeah.
it's not gonna be a top 3 race. It's going to be a 2-team race.
Yeah. Speaking of the title, let's go to Manchester City versus Brighton. And yeah, we didn't expect an upset there. The City are just too.
It's not like
good.
they're Man United.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, they know how to dispose of teams. Yeah, they just know how to dispose of teams, man. It's scary at some point because Aguero and
it's become a systematic thing.
yeah, and
It's
I don't even have to watch the matches because I know the result. I know the outcome. And it's scary because Guardiola is saying that Aguero isn't fit and he's playing through those pain barriers or whatever, and he scores a goal like that, dude. It's like how? As a football fan, I was thinking that Aguero should have moved to Real Madrid. I mean, he's the perfect player for Real Madrid. He was what Real Madrid have been crying out for.
But they never pursued him, did he?
That's because of the injuries that he had. So they kind of were put off. But despite the injuries, you can see the player that he is.
He's just such an amazing player.
Yeah.
But I hate him so much.
I mean, I hate Aguero when he plays Liverpool because he always has tendency of scoring.
I feel like I hate Aguero in general, not just when he plays.
No, man, he's just a brilliant player to watch, though. On form, he is crazy. Yeah, so talking about like rivals and people that we hate, so we go to Everton versus Fulham. And
We hate them.
I hate them. I hate them. Everton, rivals, local rivals. Merseyside.
I even Fulham. I was like, why do you hate Fulham?
No, I don't hate Fulham. Yeah, I didn't. I kind of do. I think they knocked us out of the Europa once, but I don't.
Fulham was in the Premier League.
Well, yeah. So I think in this match it was kind of even for a while. Everton had a penalty chance earlier on. Sigurdsson hit the crossbar. That could have been his hat trick actually. His first goal towards a hat trick because he scored 2 later on.
Yep.
So again, it wasn't a surprise. Everton are a stronger team than Fulham. Fulham did have a few chances. Schürrle should have been scoring from that pullback by Sessegnon. Sessegnon hit the crossbar.
It would be hilarious if Schürrle gets relegated.
Yeah, this is a guy who's won the World Cup now relegated.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So apart from that, there was nothing much to tell really. Apart from that,
Yeah,
this thing.
I don't think so. Yeah. It was
Let's move on.
It was a pretty I guess except for on Saturday it was most expected game except for United. I guess if you were to flip a coin,
I guess so.
you were a betting man, you would bet on all these teams.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about Newcastle, Leicester. Obviously, we knew that Benitez wasn't going to do miracles with that Newcastle team, and apparently Mike Ashley was in the stands watching the game.
What is he even doing there?
No one knows. I think I heard reporters saying that he smirked when they were losing or something like that, and
What the fuck is going on?
Newcastle fans don't deserve him. Newcastle doesn't deserve him. Benitez doesn't deserve him. And there's this whole thing of how long it would take the fans to turn on Benitez. I really don't think they should.
They should not. That would be this is it's like one, beggars can't be choosers. Two, it's
Yeah.
like he's your savior. You're not going to ever get a better manager.
Yeah.
I mean, not. I mean, in
Yeah.
this period of how shitty.
How, yeah. I mean, it's not like he's not trying or he's doing like a Mourinho thing where he's alienating the dressing room. He's doing as much as he could.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, as much as he can with the resources that he has. It's not.
He says, yeah. So he has to play a certain way to have at least some inkling of success.
But it's
And that's all he can do.
It's sad, really, because in terms of potent goal scorers, they only have Hosselu and Rondon, and neither are potent as much.
Exactly. I mean, he said potent goal scorer and he said Hostel after. I was like, that's not a strength.
Yeah. Though I think he had scored their most number of goals or something like that. So for them, yes, it's sad from the days of
Number of goals for Newcastle, 10 goals.
from the days of Alan Shearer to the days of Hosselu. That's how far Newcastle has fallen.
Speaking of fallen, we have the next game, Wolves versus Southampton.
Yeah, man, dude. This Wolves team is. I mean, they drew against United. They're winning against Southampton. I don't know. I think Southampton. It's going to be interesting because there are a lot of these relegation battles already happening right now.
Yeah. I think Southampton is a candidate. Even though they're kind of far away from the bottom right now, relatively, like 2 or 3 spots, I think they're a big candidate to go down.
Yeah, they are. The only thing is that they have better goal scorers than probably a Newcastle or a Huddersfield or a Cardiff, right? They have the likes of Danny Ings. They have Charlie Austin. Shane Long can pop up with a few goals.
So, yeah.
So, I mean, this was at the Molineux, which is Wolves' home ground. So, I can probably pardon Southampton for not winning. But yeah, they will be there or thereabouts in the relegation race.
Yeah, like Wolves they've been playing really well. I wouldn't have thought Southampton had a chance if we were speaking. Wolves, I feel like this is a team that's going to end up in the top half of the table this year for sure.
Yeah, I mean they've given trouble to the likes of City, United.
Yeah, and even before he even played United, we knew that Wolves they had 4 games in a row. 2 games. They won the No, maybe I'm confusing them for Watford.
I think not Watford. Yeah, that was Watford. I think Wolves did decent. They like drew a couple of their matches and yeah.
Yeah, against big teams.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of big teams, let's go to Chelsea versus Liverpool.
Yeah. Oh my God, what a game of football that was! It was. I mean, okay, so Liverpool obviously met Chelsea on Wednesday, on the previous Wednesday during the Carabao Cup, and unfortunately we lost. But it was gonna well.
So I'm gonna win a trophy, man.
It's okay. It's a League Cup. It's fine as long as we're there or thereabouts in the other. Yeah. But
you're out of it too. So
by Derby County, dude. Yeah. We at least lost to Chelsea. So
Derby County holds many records in the Premier League. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So don't put them down.
Okay. So anyway,
their record of lowest points.
Yeah. So this was obviously at the Stamford Bridge, and it was Stamford Bridge. Everyone knows is a tough place to go to. Like Chelsea performed their best over there, and I thought Chelsea's defense weren't as sound given how we saw them play against Arsenal earlier on in the season, and against West Ham they were slightly shaky, but they seem to have put on like a Conte-like defense against Liverpool. I mean, probably because it's a bigger opponent, they perform better. But the biggest difference between the two teams was one man.
Yeah, that goal came out of nowhere. Like he didn't even have a backlift when he took that shot. So it was.
I mean, I can't even blame Liverpool's defense because he pushed him wide. Hazard.
That is exactly how you should have done, right? And it was not as if he had a goal scoring option.
Yeah, exactly.
2 lines of defense behind him.
Yeah, I mean Gomez was marking him, pushed him towards the wide.
Yep.
These
shot that he would have thought to take.
But it's
take and even score after that.
I mean, this guy is just. It begs to question now whether he's the best player in the Premier League, and I think on form he is. He might even be one of the best players in the world if on his day. But I think in the league, you don't think Hazard's in the league?
Oh no. I'm not talking about Hazard. I'm talking about Sturridge.
Oh, no, I'm talking about Hazard.
Ah, okay. The same situation happened with Sturridge, right? He got pushed to the side and he had to take.
No, so Sturridge, Sturridge was like he was brought on quite late, 86th minute, 87th minute, and virtually with his first touch from outside the box on the left.
Exactly, that's what I said. That goal came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that goal came. Yeah, even Hazard's also was a very difficult shot for him to pull off. It was. I couldn't blame Liverpool's defense. I can't even blame Chelsea's midfielder defense. Some say that Kante could have closed him down sooner, Sturridge, but you can't.
No, you can't. I feel like it was just the goal that was scored in that game. You couldn't have done much about it.
Yeah, and that was just some like It's crazy because he had just come onto the pitch, and for him to pull off a shot like that, for him to have the confidence to look up, see where the goalie was, and to trust in his left foot so much to take that shot. Because he tried a similar shot in the Carabao Cup and it hit the bar. So he said, if I'd hit the bar once, I might as well try. Yeah.
And it was crazy. Like, I love watching that shot. I kept watching it over and over again. I was trying to figure out how he got so much out of that from almost no.
And it's a perfect dip as well, right at the end between the goalie's fingertips and the corner.
Exactly.
It's not even a short goalkeeper. Arrizabalaga is what, like 6'6" or something, or 6'4", 6'5". So it's not like he had much room to shoot as well. So
well, I guess he kind of had like at least a partial reply to Chelsea after the Carabao Cup. So
yeah, I
kept your undefeated string going.
Yep.
That's one of the biggest things because that was a save. That game could have, I guess, put you behind Chelsea.
Yeah. It would have also demoralized us slightly. But the best thing about what I liked about it is that despite the front three not being at their best, the likes of Salah, Firmino, because Firmino had an easy header, missed it, and Mane and Salah weren't on their best, didn't have their best days. They still had the likes of Shaqiri and Sturridge to come on and make such a difference. Shaqiri, again, with his first touch, could have scored. He had the perfect opportunity to just slide the ball past the goalkeeper, fluffed his lines. Sturridge comes on, first touch, first shoots, goal. And so, it's nice to see that we have people off the bench who make a difference. Yeah. And
there are people who can actually turn the game if they want it.
Yeah.
You can, Firmino can, Salah can, Shaqiri can.
Yeah.
Sturridge apparently can.
Yeah. So that was a good end to the day.
Yeah, a terrible end to the day. Actually, it's a good end to the day because both of you guys lost points, sort of. And speaking of the end of the day, let's move on to Sunday.
Yeah,
Sunday of the big behemoths, Cardiff City and Burnley.
This is such a boring match. There were some goals, but it was so boring that I had it on and then I kept doing some work on the side. Couldn't care less to watch it.
I woke up and I fell asleep watching.
Yeah. There's nothing much apart from the fact that we know that Cardiff is going down. If they can't score against Burnley or they can't draw against Burnley, against this Burnley, not even last year's Burnley, yeah, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah.
And that too at home.
Well, then,
right.
I feel like they have to hope other people start messing up, but that's a difficult ask. This is going in the way of.
I get that they've played the likes of Arsenal, City, Spurs also. I think they've played big teams, but still, even against the smaller teams, they struggled to score. Against Newcastle, against I don't think Huddersfield also they scored. I think Burnley they scored one. They lost the game, so it's not like their prospects are any higher against the lower sides as well. So I fully expect them to go down. They haven't invested unless they do some mad January signings or something. But yeah,
I feel like I don't know. Usually these managerial changes work, but I don't know. I can't tell that because like Cardiff probably was brought up by this guy doing really well. So maybe a change might not be the best thing for them.
Yeah.
But usually for teams that have been doing so bad, you need that big catalyst that has to happen.
Will we see that with United?
Completely unrelated note, United are doing well.
Yeah.
Because there's no other manager man to come in. I don't think there is.
Well, yeah.
Let's move on to
Monday.
Crystal Palace. Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football. I mean, I don't get it. I think the Premier League should equally divide the match days to have at least some big team play on a Sunday. Because everything just gets over on a Saturday.
They can't do that, right? The problem is Sunday, all the big teams are playing in the Champions League now. So a Sunday game is disadvantageous.
I don't, because if once you come to the quarterfinals, we saw last year, you had the Manchester derby a couple of days after Liverpool played City. And you had the Merseyside derby.
They were complaining about like Mourinho cries.
I know, but then they can cry about it. The Premier League has never given a damn about managers crying. The FA has never given.
Good that they're doing it now. The fact that they're doing it right now is a good thing.
Yeah, I guess
they can do well in the Champions League.
I guess Sundays is the day.
Mourinho crying is not a problem. Guardiola crying then becomes a problem all of a sudden. Oh my God, Mr. Ballford, okay, we'll do it for you. So now everything's changed.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, Bournemouth versus Crystal Palace. It was actually a good match. Teams that were quite even. I mean, both mid-side tables, so it's not really
who can play really.
Yeah. It was good to see Bournemouth come back after their shocking loss against, was it Burnley, right? Last time? 4-2 or something. Or Leicester. No, one of the two. I'm not sure. But yeah, so with that, who scored for them though? It's a good question.
Oh, Bournemouth?
Yeah. Van Aanholt. Oh, so
I don't remember.
David Brooks and 87th penalty by Stanislas. Ooh, that would have been a nervous ending for the match. Yeah, again, I mean, these games were so average in the sense that it wasn't one of the big teams. So forgive us for not being so enthusiastic about watching these matches.
Forgive us for not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, especially for me. Like, I'm so fed up right now. Anyway, hopefully tomorrow is a good day. Valencia, here we come.
Oh yeah, the Champions League is back. We play Napoli on Wednesday.
Alright.
Away, and that too in Italy. That's gonna be tough. But yeah, so this was game week 7. Yeah, so join us for game week 8 where we start off with Liverpool. No, sorry, on Sundays, Liverpool versus Manchester City.
That's gonna be exciting.
It's gonna be.
Let's see. We will get an inkling of who's actually.
Yeah, but how close are Liverpool towards actually challenging? I don't know, man. When you play City earlier on in the season, they're just in top form. It's like later on when
City are always on top form.
No. Okay, I mean the old City always used to falter once Champions League started. You remember the old City, the one not managed by ball fraud, but this City is totally different. But yeah,
I'm excited. Let's see.
Yeah.
Good game week.
I still haven't experienced an upset game week, so maybe next week.
I'm not upset. That's probable. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know it's probable.
I do. But it's at
The
Anfield.
good thing is it's at home. It's at Anfield.
Yeah.
So you kind of have sort of an advantage there. So let's see how it goes. I actually want to see how that plays out.
Yep.
For next game week, we are playing Newcastle. Hopefully.
Come on, Benitez.
Hey, that's it for now.
All right.
Thanks for having us. Make sure to join us next week, and we will get to taking us. Hopefully, not be as dejected as I am this week. Hey!
Oh.
See you guys later. Bye bye. Thank you.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Oh yeah.
All right. See ya, people.